Hey, what's up everyone? It's Avatar Caution. Today we're going over my top 8 deck. Yeah, that's right. I used none other than this golden cheese string, Gholdengo. So Gholdengo is a Pokemon that has coin bonus. Basically, if you're able to use this ability, you will have basically unlimited draw power, which is very essential when you're playing the Pokemon TCG. So if this Pokemon is in the active, you could draw 2 cards. Meanwhile, if it's just on the bench, you could draw 1. And the best part is you could chain reaction it. However, the main important thing is making it rain. For each energy, it does 50 damage. So let's just say if you were facing Charizard, you would need 7 energy in order to knock it out. So how will we do that? First, I'm just going to go over the Pokemon. We're going to have to set up a Gimmighoul. So Gimmighoul is a pre-evolved form. We have 3 of these minor errand running Gimmighouls with 1 continuous coin toss. Some people do the Call for Family one, the 50 HP Call for Family one. However, I like this more because what if I need this on the bench, or if I couldn't bench Gimmighouls right away? It's not as easy for Dragapult to Phantom Dive. So that's why I prefer using this Gimmighoul. But yeah, set up Gimmighoul as much as you can with the Buddy Buddy Poffins, which will be explained more once we get to the item part of this deck profile. Then we got Radiant Greninja, everyone's favorite draw power Radiant thingy. And we got concealed cards to draw 2, but you would have to discard an energy. Honestly, I would prefer to do the ones with multiple copies like Metal and Dark, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to the exact energy count later. And then we got Pheasantipity. Pheasantipity doesn't really have, it has little to no use in this deck, but it's just for flip the script, nothing else, honestly. Maybe Cruel Arrow if you're feeling cheeky. Same with Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory is mainly here for the Adrenabrain to, get the damage counters off of Gholdengo, with Phantom Dive, so Dragapult does not have a big chance to knock you out for 4 prizes. So that's why Monkey Dory's here. Then we got Iron Bundle, helps to gust up something. Sure, the opponent picks, but at the end of the day, at least you could get a prize, right? Then we got Badoo right here. Badoo is a Pokemon that is very, very controversial in the TCG right now due to Itchy Pollen and item blocking. Honestly, I mainly use this if I don't have the chance to TM Evo, as you see right here, or if I'm absolutely doomed, meaning I have nothing. So Badoo is here mainly to stall. And then supporter wise, we will go to Cypher Maniacs first. I don't play Arven. I mean, Arven is good. However, I just feel like Cypher Maniac will be better for me long term. Arven is mainly there short term, at least for me. Other people will disagree with me, but I like Cypher Maniac better. So if you're a Gholdengo user, tell me, do you prefer Cypher Maniac or Arven? So Cypher Maniac, essentially you look through your deck and then you could pick the top 2 cards of your deck. So my favorite part of this is just I could pick a Gholdengo and Energy Search Pro right away, or Earth Vessel, Superior Energy Retrieval late game. I don't know. I think it's just cool that Cypher Maniac exists. So I play 3 copies. Then we, of course, have our boss's orders. We definitely need some gust there. Then we got Professor Turo, helps with the Dragapult matchup. I do play 2, but honestly, I think we could just play 1. I don't know. Let me know if you like 1 or 2 Turos in Gholdengo. Personally, I prefer 2, just in case I need to put up something like Pheasantipity, so it's not an easy 2-prizer, or maybe even the Badoo itself. Then we got a cheeky Morty's Conviction. So let's just say if you're breaking with Gholdengo, I know that's a short chance of that happening, but let's just say if your opponent is fully benched with 3 Dreepies and a Badoo's in front, or Raging Bolt with the Teal Mask Ogre Pawns and the Squawkabilly and all that, you could use that to your advantage and draw with Morty's Conviction. That's what I like, because you can discard a card. So typically what I do is discard the most useless card, or if it's just an energy and you have multiple copies, that's what I do. So Morty's Conviction is important in case you break. And my favorite secret supporter tech of the deck is Airy. Our girl Airy. So yeah, Airy It's a weird addition. I know it is. People are gonna be like, oh, why are you doing Airy? Simple answer is the mirror match or Gholdengo pull. Or honestly, you could even do this against Zard matchups with the rare candy. I don't know, like the possibilities are endless. You just have to be lucky with the Airy. So I like it, especially in the mirror match. And since Gholdengo and Dragapult are so popular right now, Airy is a good addition to this deck. But other than that, I don't play the Roxanne or Iono. I honestly don't like the supporters for the Gholdengo deck. But whatevs. And then afterwards, we're going to just go to the meat of the deck, item cards. We have a ton of item cards here. So our ace spec of the deck is Energy Search Pro. And then Energy Search Pro, my bad, let me just emphasize that you could search up to multiple energy. But they have to be different types, which we'll get to later. But basically, you could knock out a stage 2 with this card if you're able to use it. Then our main recovery are the energy retrieval. So superior energy retrieval, we play 4. We essentially discard 2 other cards in our hand, so we could discard supporters to use our Pal Pad, which will be discussed later. So the good thing about superior energy retrieval in this deck, it's not that hard to determine which cards to discard, so you could easily get all the energy back to get those big KOs long term. Then we got our Buddy Poffin, of course, because all of our gimme goals are 70 HP. Then we got the Night Stretchers right here. I play 2. Honestly, it's okay to play 3. I mean, I know that may be too much, but my number one fear with using only 2 is what if I Pokestop something important? Because I don't play a Super Rod in this deck. I honestly may think about adding one, but yeah, 2 Night Stretcher is more than enough most of the time. So let's just say that's a safe route. Then with our Nest Balls and just the Ultra Balls, stuff like that in general, we don't play a lot because of the Buddy Poffin. Let's just say we have 2 Nest Balls. This is mainly for Munkidori, Greninja, Pheasantipity if we need. Or if we can't find the Buddy Poffin, at least you get a gimme goal. Then we got Ultra Ball, same reasoning. Honestly, it's mainly for getting Gholdengo. But other than that, no need to worry about these Ultra Balls that much, to be honest. Then we got Pokegear. So Pokegear, I noticed that was an addition to the top decks, whether it was EUIC or Vancouver. So Pokegear, I could see the importance. So Pokegear, I mainly use it to maybe get my Cyphermaniac or my boss. So Pokegear is important in this deck, so you don't have to solely rely on Gholdengo all the time for draw power. Then we got Heavy Ball. Gonna be very sad when this rotates, so it just basically makes you look at your prizes, and then if you find a basic, take it, and then shuffle this into the prizes. Then we got a regular energy retrieval, very helpful to me. I mean, I like it in case I find that my superior energy retrievals are prized, so this is just a backup. Earthen Vessel, also Energy Search Pro with the multiple copies of like Metal, Water, or Dark. Earthen Vessel could help me retrieve the other copies. Then we got Lost Vacuum, mainly for Guardy, and Raging Bolt. So, like, if Raging Bolt had the Charm, we wouldn't need 6 anymore. We could just worry about just getting 5. So, Lost Vacuum is a very essential part of this deck. As I said earlier, you could discard the supporters, especially if you can find the Pal Pad later, so superior energy retrieval will not be that much of an issue. Then we got Switch, mainly just in case they try to counter catcher something up, or like, hey, I don't have enough draw, but I have this extra Gholdengo in the bench. You could draw 4 cards with the Switch, so you could use 2 Gholdengo coin bonuses in 1 turn, and I think that's fun for me. Then simple tools include Technical Machine Evo. Our stadium includes Pokestop to gain our item cards or whatnot. And then we got the Temple of Sinnoh, mainly for Lugia or any deck that uses Legacy Energy, and I will definitely miss this once it rotates. And then we got the energy count. So we have 3 Metal Energy, we have 2 Water Energy, 2 Dark Energy for the Munkidori in case we need it. Then we got the rest of the types of energy, whether that's Lightning, Psychic, Fire, Fighting, and Grass to help with our Energy Search Pro use. Anyways, that's all I got for now. I really hope you've enjoyed this video so far. Now, let's get to a tabletop demonstration of how Gholdengo works. Okay, as I'm flipping the coin, normally what I do is like do a practice flip, and then basically what happens is if I flip heads, that means I go first for the demo. If I flip tails, I would go second. But yeah, I would just put Gimme Ghoul up first. I mean, it was my only basic in the hand, so what I was thinking was, first things first, we do heavy ball just to see, just to prize check, make our lives a bit easier. And you see my prizes right there. And honestly, we just get the Greninja because that was our only option, and Greninja's also good for concealed cards. And the next thing is the Buddy Buddy Poffin. Get the Gimme Ghouls out because of the fact that Gimme Ghoul is important, because without a chain of Gimme Ghouls, we would not be able to Gholdengo we would not be able to use Gholdengo to our full advantage. That was the first thing I did every time I got to play the game during the tournament. My first opponent was like a Dragapult Iron Hands, and due to that, I really couldn't do anything, so that was out. But in my second match, I essentially destroyed it. It was like a weird Miraidon Regieleki deck, and without chaining the Gholdengos, I would have been knocked out, and it would have been rough for me because of the fact that without Gimme Ghoul, you can't do Gholdengo. That's the whole point of the deck. But yeah, I Pokegear and get the Cypher Maniac out. And Cypher Maniac, very important due to the fact that we need to chain Gholdengos. And I did a mistake. Normally you don't reveal it, but at the same time I was just like very tired when I filmed this, so I basically just conceal cards with Greninja. Very important. So you could get the Energy Search Pro and the Gholdengo in hand. And some people coin bonus first, but I like to do Energy Search Pro so you could thin out the deck by getting the different energies, especially since you could get like 5, I believe, if I'm doing the math correctly. So I Energy Search Pro and then do the coin bonus ability due to the fact that it just gives you a higher probability of getting what you want. Granted, we could literally just attack now, but the fact that we thin the deck so much, it gives us a better chance of getting our second Gholdengo this turn. Ideally, yeah, sorry for the messy discard. I'm just scared. But let's pretend this was like a Raging Bolt. That was what I was thinking when I filmed this. We're just gonna pretend it was like a Raging Bolt. We're facing it. So the point against Raging Bolt is the fact that you want to take the first 2 prize knockout, which is more feasible due to the fact that it starts out as a Gimme Ghoul if you go first, and then if you went second, so to speak, it would be harder to get Gimme Ghouls set up. So yeah, let's just pretend that the Raging Bolt knocked out Gholdengo, and then we use our Superior Energy Retrieval to get the energies back. We attach to the Gimme Ghoul. Then what we do next is Cypher Maniac in order to put a Gholdengo and a Night Stretcher. Sorry about the fact that I missed taking away the Raging Bolt marker from Greninja. Like, that's something I gotta work on once I do the shuffling process and all and end my turn. I just have to remember to take the ability markers away. But the point that I'm trying to do is that Greninja we will use Greninja for concealed cards in order to get my Gholdengo and the Night Stretcher back. So the point is to conceal cards, and I realized I messed up there, and just get our energies back, evolve the Gholdengo, and then we chain reaction our Gholdengos. I could have not discarded a Buddy Buddy Poffin, but all we need are 3 Gholdengos. We don't necessarily need to do a lot more than that, but we got Pokegear for next turn, which is good. Pokegear will be helpful to get another Cypher Maniac. You can do Morty's Conviction, but at the same time, I don't want to whiff. at least if you get Cypher Maniacs and then you get the coin bonus ability, there's less concern about that. But I get Serendipity due to the fact that flipping the script is important, helping that probability of getting what you want, even without the Pokegear. So we flip 3. We set up the other Gimme Ghoul. As I said, you want to get the Gimme Ghouls down. Sure, it's not necessary, but at the same time, I'd rather have more chances to get that extra Gholdengo for draw power in case I get, like, hand disrupted. Granted, if you're facing Raging Bolt, which I'm saying will be a horrible matchup, so to speak, it would be good. But yeah, the reason why I was doing Lost Vacuum, showing y'all that, is because what if a Raging Bolt did the Bravery Charm? You would need 6 to knock it out, but if you do the Lost Vacuum and do all that, you get 5. So that's what I did just now. And then they knock out Serendipity with the flip the script, so I don't get access to that, which will make things what I need much harder. But at the same time, Raging Bolt does not play this way. Ooh, we got the Cypher Maniac, yes please! So you just get the energy retrieval and super energy retrieval. Honestly, this will take longer than necessary due to the fact I was like thinking, I want to show y'all the scenario where you get everything you need. Let's just say you got everything you need, and then you could literally get 9 to 10 energy in your hand. Granted, you need 5, but we're just BMing here because I felt like it. So we just used Pokestop to get our superior energy retrievals. We took away a boss, but we just take away some supporters with the superior energy retrieval due to the fact that we have Palpad in the hand anyway, so it's not necessarily necessary in this demo match. But we're just going to do superior energy retrieval again. Therefore, we get 8 in the discard. 8 energy from the discard, Palpad back for funsies, and etc. Honestly, I'm just thinking at this point, I'm just going to show you the coin bonus on how effective the draw power is, and then we have another coin bonus due to that Gholdengo. And I think we're pretty good, considering even with the energy, we would be doing approximately maybe 400 damage at most if we had, like, yeah, this would be 400 damage at least. Let me know if I did the math correctly, but our last two prizes was the water and the heavy ball. So yeah, I hope that was a good demo of how Gholdengo works. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon for more fun.